Shojiro Ishibashi was born on February 1st, 1889 in Kurume City, Fukuoka Prefecture. At the age of 17, Shojiro succeeded his father as a tailor. Thereafter, he changed this business to manufacturing tabi, Japanese traditional footwear. Shojiro modernized the management, abolished an apprentice system, and introduced a wage system, resulting in a better work environment. Shojiro successfully promoted his tabi by importing and effectively utilizing the only American-made automobile in all of Kyushu at the time. He was the first person to sell tabi, which differed in its price according to size and type, at a unified price throughout Japan. The Japanese people were in a state of panic when the First World War erupted in 1914. In 1918, Shojiro established the Nippon Tabi Company Limited, where he invented and mass-produced Jika Tabi, rubber-soled Japanese footwear. Jika Tabi were extremely popular, and after successfully expanding his Jika Tabi business around 1928, Shojiro focused on the opportunity to manufacture automobile tires. Tires were produced in Europe and America at the time, so manufacturing a competitive Japanese tire by himself was considered to be a significant challenge for Shojiro. He intended to sell his tires in the European and American markets, so he needed a brand name which would be easily accepted overseas. He initially selected Stonebridge, a direct translation of his name Ishibashi. However, he finally decided upon Bridgestone. For the symbol of Bridgestone, he chose the keystone, which plays an important role in supporting the load of a bridge. Then in 1931, Shojiro established the Bridgestone Tire Company Limited. Its mission was to manufacture top-quality tires worldwide. Bridgestone successfully overcame many early difficulties to increase sales through the progressive use of technology. Strategic export of Bridgestone products was aggressively pursued to accumulate the foreign currency necessary to purchase the raw rubber required for manufacturing tires. Then, the Second World War erupted and resulted in great losses for Japan. Shojiro was no exception, losing many of the factories overseas. However, he was primarily concerned about the families of his employees there. When the war was over, Shojiro began rebuilding his company and constructed a temporary head office in Azabu, Tokyo. He also decided to start production in domestic plants, which were relatively less damaged than those overseas. He visited America in 1950 and introduced a new technology from the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company in the U.S. Shojiro continued to aggressively seek out new technology in America and Europe and made these technologies available worldwide. Bridgestone continued to grow in prosperity, and Shojiro continued his company's overseas expansion.
弊社は原料ゴムの輸入代価を製品を輸出によってカバーすることを考え、海外に販路を拡張し、
With the number of automobile owners increasing in the Japanese domestic market, Shojiro established a nationwide chain of tire shops of uniform color and design. Then, Shojiro started the first tire technical center in Kodaira City, Tokyo. In 1960, a modern manufacturing plant incorporating the latest technology was completed in Tokyo. Green trees and enormous fields of grass surrounded the modern plant, as Shojiro strove to improve the workers' environment. Out of his affection for art and his desire for society to benefit, Shojiro made significant contributions to society, culture, and education. In 1956, Shojiro founded the Ishibashi Cultural Center in Kurume City. In 1952, he founded the Bridgestone Museum of Art. In 1969, he founded the Tokyo National Museum of Modern Art. Shojiro established the Cultural Center and the museums out of his affection for art and his desire to contribute to society. Shojiro's two mottos, for the welfare and happiness of all mankind, and serving society with products of superior quality, became the foundation for the prosperity of Bridgestone. Bridgestone now possesses 45 tire factories in 23 countries worldwide and is the #1 tire and rubber manufacturer in the world.